Really, really pleased with the first practice, the energy level, the communication on both sides. It's late years from where we've been in the past, but I think more than anything is the job that Buddy and Roger and our conditioning staff have done. This is the best conditioned team I've seen since we've been here. I mean, guys are in great shape. I look at guys like Michael Floyd, who's trimmed down, and a few other guys. Not to just single him out, but he's in fantastic condition, the best I've seen him. And so that part of it, you know, when you schedule 42 plays in a practice, you have time allotted, and the barometer for me is how much time's left on the clock, or do we get all the plays run? You know, we had about 8 to 10 minutes left on the clock today, so the tempo of practice was outstanding, and the number of reps that we got were. You know, we're monitoring the distance our receivers and DBs run. So hopefully we'll stay within those parameters right now. And really impressed with it.
How's Carson look?
I thought he was fantastic. You know, he's been throwing the ball really well in phase 2. He's only doing 7-on-7 right now. We might put him back out there in minicamp, in team drills. He could go right now. It's just me being cautious.
Has anything changed in terms of your plan for him? Just sort of watching it day by day to see?
Well, he'll try to talk me into something here probably by next week, you know, because he's back there real antsy in blitz drill today. And but I think our team is smart enough that I don't have to holler at guys to get away from the quarterback if he is in there.
So what would be your timeline for him from this point on in terms of what you?
I'll just keep monitoring. Minicamp for sure. But I'm not afraid if he doesn't get at it. As long as he's throwing 7-on-7, I know he can hand it off, you know. And he does all the bootleg drills and warm-up, so the rest of it he can handle. And the 7-on-7, we blitz enough in that, and we get enough looks in that, so he's getting prepared.
He didn't lose his vocal nature. He was out there directing.
Oh yeah, he's coaching him up, and that's what I love about him, you know. And that shows me how into it he is, and so he's getting mental reps, even if he's not getting the physical ones.
What did he show you? What did he show you on this this whole rehab process from the minute he?
Oh, just the amount of grit he has, you know, and I mean, he knows the clock's ticking. We all know the clock's ticking, and it is for a lot of guys on this team. You get a window to make a run, and most of it depends on your quarterback. And right now, it's our window to make this run with him. And there's a sense of urgency, I think, when you see them show up in this condition. As fast as this practice was, I would imagine in the past there'd be 35 to 40 mental errors on that sheet that we put out tomorrow. I would guess there won't be 20, just from the speed and tempo of the practice.
How does Coop look to you compared to a year ago?
Night and day. He did a great job redefining his body. He's another one that really is in fantastic condition, you know. His weight's the same, but his body's different. And he obviously worked extremely hard in the offseason. Get him inside and let him get back to his natural stuff.
You know, the receivers, how far they run, and is that? I know you've done that before, but is it different this year? In that you're going to limit them if they hit a certain mark? Or?
Not last year. I thought we overworked them, you know, and Buddy's really keen on that stuff. And there were times when we got into OTA 7 and 8 that there was some fatigue factor, and we shut it back down. I don't want that to come in this year. I want to be able to keep them as fresh as possible throughout the entire thing and minicamp. So we don't want any soft tissue injuries because of fatigue, and that's the biggest problem in training camp now. You know, you're only allowed to practice 3 hours, so you practice 3 hours. Most of your injuries come in the last 45 minutes, and it's a fatigue factor because of a dumbass rule.
Coach, speaking of rule, there could be a possible rule change in the extra point. What are your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for it. You know, I actually proposed the 1.5 because the 1, if you put the ball on the 1, you're going to see a lot of options. You'll have a specialist guy on your team to go for 2. To stop the option for 1 yard is going to be really tough. The 1.5, you might think about it. You throw it more often, give the defense a chance to score. The 2, leaving it at the 2, I think you'll see more kicks. You know, but the opportunity is there to go for 2 if you feel like it. And again, I think you'll see a lot more specialist, 2-point conversion specialists in the league.
What are your thoughts on the inside linebacker competition with a lot of new guys in here?
Special teams will decide. They always does. With linebackers, it's all about who can play special teams, because you're going to play more snaps at special team than you are a linebacker, especially if you're a backup. And I know that we've increased our length outside and our speed in both inside and outside linebackers tremendously.